What's good, YouTube? It's the Sports Guru back with another video, and today we have some rumors going around with the Dallas Mavericks. Dennis Smith Jr. could possibly be traded within the next 24 hours. Woj tweeted out just a few hours ago talking about how the Dallas Mavericks are really trying to push to trade Dennis, in my opinion, because they feel like they just want to build around Luka at this point. And maybe Dennis just quite isn't the best fit to build around Luka. Now, in my past video, I was talking about how Mikal Bridges would be a great fit if Dallas and Phoenix could work out a trade. That would be awesome. So you had the Magic, the Suns, possibly the Pistons, and this is what we know so far. So those three teams seem like they're quite interested in Dennis, a young point guard who hasn't been fully developed yet, and a lot of teams probably still believe in. I still believe in him. As a Dallas Mavericks fan, I believe in him. I just think that the Dallas Mavericks timeline doesn't quite match what Dennis's timeline is. Dennis is going to take some time. Dallas wants to go ahead and get this winning started off. You know, they want to build around Luka. So I'm just gonna put a few trades before I end this video. I already talked about the Mikal Bridges trade, and one I might even like more than Mikal Bridges is, speaking of the Orlando Magic, who are interested in Dennis Smith Jr. They have a bunch of wings. They're so heavy on, well, if you want to call the player I'm about to call a wing, call him what you want, okay? But they have a bunch of 4s and 5s, right? It's not about to be about Mo Bamba, but it's going to be about Jonathan Isaac. The guy's averaging around 7 points per game, 40% from the field, 29% from three. This is basically his rookie season because he was out last year with a season-ending injury. He was impressive in the Summer League also. So maybe Orlando hasn't had a good point guard since Jameer Nelson. I mean, they had some stints with Elfrid Payton. You know, he'd drop a triple-double every now and then, but he was never a guy who's going to score on every given night. Never really developed a three-point shot. As you see, Dennis is already developing the three-point shot, shooting around 37%. So that's pretty good for a second-year player. It's just he needs time to develop, and I think he fits the schedule of Orlando's rebuild more than Dallas, because Dallas struck gold with Luka. Luka can get this thing running right now if you build around him correctly. So if Dallas can somehow work out a trade, sending headlining Dennis and Jonathan Isaac, I think that would be beautiful. I think that would be awesome. So we're going to see what happens. You know, there's been a lot of reports, a lot of mixed reports saying that maybe the reason they're trying to push Dennis out so much is because there's the relationship issue between him and Carlisle. There's been things like that before with Rajon Rondo, where he basically quit in the playoffs. You know, he didn't agree with Rick. Rick's so strict about his lineups and his play calls. You know, some players aren't fit for Rick. So we're going to see what happens over the next 24 hours. An inside source, Mike Fisher of the Dallas Mavericks, basically, you know, as close as you can get, him and Mark Stein, said that there's a source that he knows close, that there's a real possibility that Dennis gets traded within the next 24 hours. So we're going to be on trade watch. And my number 1 and number 2 guys that I want Dallas to get to build around Luka are Mikal Bridges. Well, he's my number 2. My number 1 is Jonathan Isaac, because I think his potential is insane. I think he would be perfect with Luka. So, but yeah, that's it for this video. Leave a like and subscribe. We could see a Dennis Smith Jr. trade at any time within the next 24 hours. All right, I'm out.